So the people that have joined, can I ask you to put yourself on mute? Just to have the best experience. Pascal, I'm going to put you on mute because you have some background noise. Yep. Good. Welcome everyone. My name is Loïc Dursel. I hope you can hear me okay. Just a thumbs up or something in the chat just to make sure that you can hear me okay. I believe. Okay. Yep. So perfect. So hello everyone again. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to speak a little bit about the new range of product, the Cisco Business product portfolios. Voilà. So my name is Loïc Dursel. Like I told you, I'm a BDM for tech data for now more than 4 years. And very passionate about new technologies and especially in Meraki, but also small business. So let me kickstart the day today to really remember you why a small business matter for Cisco. They are investing quite a lot of energy on small business because it's an area of growth. Then we'll go a little bit over the new range of Cisco business switches. Then after that, we'll have a word on the Cisco Business Wireless. Then all of it, we can have it a view on the new Cisco Business dashboard that was designed especially for the new range of Cisco Business. And then we'll have a demo. So I'm going to show you. Actually, I'm running this webinar on a Cisco Business Wireless. Okay, so I'm going to show you how the web UI is working. And then after that, we'll do a small quick quiz. Like there will be a Kahoot quick quiz. You have the chance to win a Cisco headset, Bluetooth headset with noise cancelling. It's worth something like 280 euros, and it's a very, very cool thing. It's you can use it on in the airplane. I used it on the airplane last time, and then we can also use it for teleworking with noise cancelling capabilities. It's a really great tool. So why Cisco Business is for them? Cisco Business, small business is an important business for them. Okay, so because it creates a lot of jobs, it creates 50% of world GDP is running on small business. It employs 2/3 of the workforce worldwide, and they are eager to embrace new technology. We see a big cloud adoption in small business. And yes, and yet adoption to find a new technology challenge. So this slide also explains a little bit how big and how sizable the business is. We speak about $630 billion worldwide. But also, most importantly, it's an area of growth. We see a compound annual growth rate of 4.2%. Which is still quite sizable. If you see the size of the business and it's still growing at more than 4%, yes, it is something. Okay, so it employs 60% will be mobile. We see growing adoption on mobile, and then we see that as well with this new range of Cisco Business switches. Cisco Business Wireless are really tapping into that. So we see also a big increase in IoT, also in the small business. So basically, since 2000, since 2 years, the engineers and the business unit of Cisco really try to redesign and reimagine the whole Cisco business portfolio. Okay, so and they rebranded it into Cisco Design. Cisco Design is the umbrella type of branding that is actually within the Cisco Business. Cisco Design will have the different architectures in the Cisco Business. We will have the Cisco Business Wireless, the dashboard, the switches. But in the Cisco Design, it will also you will also have collaboration products, the WebEx line of HomeKits, the small HomeKit minis, the HomeKit USB. But you also have some data center with some very small HyperFlex solution. So it's HCI solution, but smaller with 2 nodes. Then you'll see also, the whole range of networking, which is what we are going to go today. We are going to go deeper on the Cisco Business, Wireless, and switches. I'm going to discuss a little bit also on the Cisco Business dashboard that was designed for it. What I'm not going to go today, or very lightly, is the CBR, the Cisco Business Gateway routers. Okay, this is actually something that hasn't yet been refreshed. It's actually now they've really went to the they looked at the Firepower 1000s as the router to make in a little bit in between the CBR, the Cisco, the RV routers, and so I will not go too deep on that. So if you want, if we actually look at the full portfolio for small business in terms of networking, we'll see that we have different ranges of product lines. We see that we have Meraki Go as well. Meraki Go, this is actually for basic IT infrastructure. It's really simple IT, and it's only managed with an application on your mobile phone. Okay, so yeah, so you can actually indeed emulate the mobile phone on your laptop, but I mean, it's not as practical. But it's really where you don't have any IT. Okay. And then in the expansion phase, we'll see the Cisco Business. That's really going a little bit in the startup in a very, very small hobo, sorry. But then in the established, we'll see in between, we have the Cisco Enterprise, the Meraki Enterprise, that is really a quality, enhancement of current IT, vendor evaluation, operation efficiency. And then we have the Catalyst range, and then the full story of the DNA, of the intent-based networking, and then the full story of the Aeronet ISRs. This is for more established type of customers. So the Cisco Business is really gives you scalability, gives you more manageable capabilities. Meraki Go is very, very small, so you have much less capabilities there. So they really looked at make it a bit more user-friendly, intuitive. They really reworked their branding. They made a nice little flyer so you can actually help you to set it up. But then you have a little bit more, because Meraki Go is using a little bit the same strategy, intuitive user experience, but then you have a bit more granularity than the Meraki Go. With a bigger, stronger web GUI, you can create VLANs. With Meraki Go, you cannot create VLANs, and so on. So, and then yes, they rebranded the packaging to make it more friendly. So, so it's a big business for Cisco. So yeah, no, I don't want to join this meeting. Sorry for that. Just voilà. So it's a big business for Cisco with 60,000 partners worldwide. new partners programs, to incent and reward. More than 150 countries are in this small business segment. And then we have Cisco has 100,000 new customers every year. So a lot of small business companies are looking to Cisco. So one thing that's really the same types of characteristics comes with the Cisco Business switches, and you'll see that on Cisco Business Wireless, you have the same ID, and it can also replicate into the collaboration portfolio, in the data center portfolio. They want to create something simple, flexible, and secure. Simple by management, intuitive, almost touch and play, with auto discovery, collab and Wi-Fi products. Flexible, have a huge range of switches, for example, from 8 to 48 ports. Gigabit Ethernet, you have stacking possibilities, PWE, PWE Plus, and so on. So you can have a big range of product line. And then by design, it needs to be secure. Okay, so actually this secure is embedded everywhere. Okay, wherever you go, wherever you have a technology, it's always secure. Okay, that's very, very important. So a little look at the new range of the Cisco Business 350 managed switches. So you'll see all the Cisco Business switches, they are fanless. Okay, they have a nice looking switch with white. Well, actually, on most models, not every model. Some PWE Plus models do have a fan, but most of them are fanless. So you have WebUI, but you also have CLI, command line interface. It's not the same as a Cisco iOS, of course. It's basically very much Cisco Business. Okay, you have also USB port for easy file management, IPv4, IPv6, and then you have true stacking. So you also have here with you also have some static routing capabilities. Okay, so you have some static with a very good price, starting at $270 more or less. But all of them are visible on InTouch, so you can have a look. Okay, so here we look at the smart manage. So we had the static routing, and now we have a little bit more static routing as well on this type of switch, but it's very limited in terms of capabilities in the static routing. It's fanless. It can be managed via the Cisco Business dashboard. It supports PWE Plus. It has some DOS prevention and time-based access control, so ACLs and so on. So starting for a good price of $235. Okay, so affordable smart switch. So it's smart switch, so you have some managerial capabilities. Okay, now this is unmanaged. Okay, so here you cannot manage at all. It's designed for small business networks. It's plug and play. You have some Kensington security lock. This is where you don't have any IT. You don't have any IT there. You just want to connect the printer and the laptop, and then some maybe an access point together, and it will self-manage. Okay, so very limited capabilities, but for example, you have loop detections capabilities and so on. So here we have the different models from 8 to 16 ports, 24 to 48 ports. Again, with the same idea of simple, flexible, and secure. You have this intuitive device UI. You have layer 3 static routing, built-in security, and so on. As you can see, I haven't spoke about the small business 500 series, it's not yet there. It's going to come. It's still in the development phase. So if you are looking for a 10 gig type of switch, stackable, then I think you will still need to look for the SG 500, 550, and so on. Okay, so PnP Connect. So you have this PnP agents for zero-touch deployment provisioning. You can have DHCP auto configuration directly on the switch, and then you have this simplified setup with automated network deployment. All of this is plug and play, like I mentioned. The 350s, you can also stack 350, the 350 series up to with 10 gig uplinks. And then you have a mix and match of 24 to 48 ports and PoE combination and so on. So yeah, you have some traffic forwarding capabilities, unified management, and so on. So in terms of security, you have the 2.1x capabilities as in the authentication. You can create, obviously, the VLANs, and then it's supporting also SSL. Okay, so you have also some threat protection capabilities with denial of service. So you have really embedded a good layer of security that is actually important. Another one is the 350s series. They do support, and that's quite interesting, perpetual PWE, meaning that if the network is down in terms of, okay, you have a DHCP issue, or you have a network issue, or you don't have this connection with the bandwidth, or but it's still plugged in, so your switch is still plugged and powered on. It will still provide you PoE energy. Okay, so it will not kill the PoE energy out. Okay, so and then you have also some smart capabilities like lower power consumption during low traffic periods, or detects the length of connected Ethernet cables and adjust the power usage. So all of these efficient Ethernet capabilities. Okay, so sample use case, the retail, the set and forget. You have some other use case in education where you can actually do a cable consolidation at the classroom. The switch will be connected to the wiring closet, but you only need one cable, and then on the classroom switch, you have the different laptops that can be connected, or different desktop PC, sorry, or an access point, a camera, a digital whiteboard, whatever, then you can also, because they are fanless and they have nice design, so you can actually place it a little bit everywhere. Small offices with for lean IT staff, hospitality in a room. You can have multiple devices, an IP phone, a smart camera, an access point, a smart TV. Can all be actually working on this small little switch in the hospitality. So in terms of product line, you're mostly familiar with the former SG series. They are still on stock. They are still available. There are still a promotion on that. Actually, they have some promotion. For example, if you buy some switches, the certain model of switch, you get an access point for free. The CBW, voilà, 140, which is great. But I would gradually look more at the Cisco Business switches. Why? Because basically the Cisco Small Business, the SG series, gradually will start to become end of sale. Okay, not saying end of life. So end of sale, probably, I believe, by the end of next calendar year, probably. I think I'm not totally sure about the roadmap, but my feeling, my gut feeling, is that by the end of the next calendar year, it will be roughly end of sales. That means that if you are end of sale, you still have 5 years of support. So it's not meaning end of life. So after end of sales, you still have 5 years. But I still would look at the Cisco Business switches. Why? Because they are more modern. You have a little bit more capabilities, but mostly you have a much better UI. Okay, with also more security. And then you have this Cisco Business dashboard that is really interesting, because then you can have it management on-prem, but also in the cloud. Okay, so you can also have management also on your mobile phone. So it's adding up on the different innovation than only the small SG switches. So here we have a recap of the Cisco Business portfolio. As you can see, the 500 is not there yet. So we have the 350 managed switches, layer 3. The smart switches, a little bit of layer 3, but it's more layer 2. And then the unmanaged switch 100 series. And then we have here the different access points, where I'm going to refer this a little bit later. Okay, and then the Cisco Business router. So here, importantly, and I will come back to that, is that you have some extra support. So limited lifetime warranty, software updates, 24/7 support with different languages, online community and knowledge base, and so on. So, but I'll come that. But that's a good summary slide of the portfolio. Okay. So again, you see the Cisco Business network of possibility. You have this secure, flexible, and then secure, flexible solutions, simple to deploy. Voilà, that forms the building blocks of the small business network, the Cisco Business dashboard. I'm going to go a little bit deeper later in the slides. You can set up in minutes, lifetime warranty, and so on. So Cisco Business Wireless, again, you see the same characteristics: simple, flexible, and secure. It's the same idea of the Cisco Business Switch. You set up in minutes and expand the wireless coverage with mesh extenders. Okay, so for the first time, Cisco in a small business portfolio is actually placing the extenders. Okay, so voilà, mesh extenders. Okay, but meshing does exist for a long time with Cisco, with the access point of Meraki. So there were a lot of Meraki access points that have this mesh capabilities, and also the Aeronet have this mesh capabilities. But now we are really looking at mesh extender. Why is that interesting? Just for price. Okay, and it's also something very very popular also in the B2C, in the small home office and so on. You will see quite a lot of more and more mesh extender. Flexible, of course, and then secure. Okay, with advanced security protocols, and then you'll see that you can tap in as well the Cisco umbrella license if needed. Okay, so Cisco Business Wireless Access Point has very nice MIMO, so multiple in, multiple out. Okay, these are the microphone and the ears. That means that you have much more capabilities of connecting clients and devices with your access points. Okay, with the still very good and reliable and proof with 2 access points, multiple in, multiple out. Okay, so and then you can extend with the mesh extender. So in this case, in my home, I have a VU set-top box of small router, and on that I tapped in a CBW 140. And I also increased it or extended with the mesh extender, the one. Okay, so I'll come a little bit on that later. And I have a good, I have with VU and so on, I have 120 meg at home, which is totally fine. So with the Cisco Business Wireless, and then you also have the possibility to download an application. So you have this application where you can actually control everything from the cloud, a little bit like the rest of Meraki Go. You can also, and you also with the nets, you can also have it also on the mobile phone. But you can set up in minutes. You have some if you want, you download the application. You have this QR code. You scan the QR code and you start simply to deploy it. Okay, so you set up in minutes. So the QR code gets started, and then you have this type of dashboard now with active clients, rogues, interferes. Obviously, the full WebUI is stronger. You will have much more visibility of things. And the top application, so that's still very interesting to know. If someone is using and abusing some application, for example, if in this case YouTube, you can ask them, okay, you are using a little bit too much YouTube. Please refrain that, or go and you can address the person directly. So here the wireless dashboard performance. You see also how you see some analytics on the access point. How many people are. Speed test tool, that's also quite nice to see remotely. So it's from the cloud. Actually, you can remotely understand how fast the access point is running and so on. So again, Find IT dashboard, on-box UI, provisioning, reporting. So this is actually what I'm going to show you in the demo later on. So you can have this discovery, monitoring, provisioning, and so on. Okay. Now, what you can also have, if you want, if you can also add a specific umbrella license, a VLAN license, where you can add extra DNS security. Okay. With your DNS security, it's a very interesting system, especially to block ransomware. Okay, block malware, phishing, and other threats, but also very much on ransomware. It's powered by Talos, so these are 600 plus engineers that are actually capturing all the threats in the world, because any security solution of Cisco is attached to Cisco Talos. So they are actually capturing billions of DNS, 10 billions, if I'm not mistaken, 10 billion DNS requests a day. Just that, it's huge. So they have the best research team, and then they will tap in the latest features, the latest information to the whole portfolio of Cisco. Provision globally in minutes. It's really a big security step up in your LAN. And the great thing is that you can actually have a specific, for example, you can really protect your guest VLAN as well. Okay, not only the normal VLAN, but also the guest VLAN. So here we have the range of the different access points. So the ones that we are really looking into, the ones that are available, is the 140 AC. That's for the SOHO, the small business. And then the 240 AC, that is more for the SMB and the small business. And then you see that you have, and that's something you won't be able to do with the Meraki Go, is that you have radio server connectivities and so on. So you see that you have for the back office, you have this small access point that also have some switch ports included. So you'll see with wall plate mounting kits and so on. Okay, again here with the mesh extenders. So the mesh, sorry, can I ask you, Pete, to go on mute? Okay, I think he is muted himself. Okay, so sorry. So mesh extenders. Yeah, so you'll see that you have depending on the series, the CBW 140, the mesh extender that will be applicable is the 141 or 142, and then you have for the larger, bigger type of access point, the 143 ACM mesh extender. Okay, with the rest of the security portfolio with WPA, WPA 2, 3, and so on. So quite a lot of security features as well. So this is a little bit an overview of what you can do in small business. You can have a small router there, the RV340, that is connected to this Cisco 350 switch, 28 ports. That connects with the Cisco Business Wireless and is meshing with the Cisco Business Wireless 141 or the 143. So it's really reliable. Small business integrates with the data, voice, video, wireless product, and it's really in minutes that you can actually apply that. Voilà, the Cisco Business Dashboard. This is actually, so you have this intuitive interface. You can have the Cisco Business Dashboards can operate in two ways. You can have it on-premise or in the cloud. And it has a touch and feel a bit like a Meraki, the Meraki dashboard, where you have this huge map of the world, and then you have this this marker on the map where actually the different networks solutions are placed. And you can have the same thing a little bit as a Meraki with the zero-touch deployment. You can monitor your network easily. So this is also good for distributed areas. So you'll see the different networks coming in with the great analytics, very nice look and feel. Configuration management, so also very quick with some buttons, enabled, disabled, and so on. So voilà. So on-prem or in the cloud. Now, important, the Cisco Business Dashboard, it's good for your LAN and VLAN, so it can actually work on both the two solutions. Now, that's the Cisco Business Dashboard. It's an extra license, so you need to pay 1 year, 3 years, 5 years. Okay, it's not mandatory. You have with the Cisco Small Business, you have the Web UI that is pretty good. But if you want to have one view of all your different switches and access points, and to have a much more intuitive and much more nicer view of your distributed networks, this is possible. Now the Cisco Business UI is already very good. So you have you can for one set of network you can have a good view, but it's more but it's more an on-premise solution. So here you have on-prem and cloud. And it will in the future also incorporate the Cisco routers, the new routers. So yeah, configuration reporting, all of the different Cisco business ready access point or switches have a probe to simplify the integration with the dashboard. Yep. So you have this monitoring third-party integration that is also possible. Management and configuration, voilà, device discovery, lifecycle management, etc. Now, this is an important slide, so never underestimate what the Cisco business can do is the peace of mind, okay? Because you get a free 1-year TAC support, okay, 24/7 in 10 different languages. Unfortunately, not Dutch, but you have English and French, Polish, Russian, and so on. But still a very good support with 24/7. Okay, with the TAC and also the small business TAC. Now, what is also interesting is that with no extra cost, you have limited lifetime warranty with advanced hardware replacement on certain types of switch. So the 350 series has limited lifetime advanced replacement capability. Okay, for the rest, it's warranty. The warranty means what? For tech data, it means that you get reimbursed and you can actually buy a new switch. You follow the ISD procedure after sales department over the ISD. That's also live on InTouch. And then on the enhanced, on the Cisco Business 350 switch, you actually do have a next business day advanced replacement. Well, it's next business day, it means not really next business day, but at least in more or less two days after you get a new switch. Okay, so that's, I think, what makes the SB switch 350 even more interesting is the fact that you have this next business day replacement. Okay, voilà, so the Cisco Business Wireless network possibilities are the same thing, set up in minutes, lifetime warranty. That's more like a reimbursement following the ISD procedure, and then you get to buy a new access point. Mesh extenders, mobile IP and dashboard, enterprise-grade solutions, and so on. So with that, we'll go for the deep. If you have any questions, let me know. Where is my... No, oops, I have quite a lot of things there. No, sorry. Let me close this. I was studying hard. I'm doing an MBA at the same time. So, okay, so let me restart somehow. Business.cisco. Okay, so we go to this. Okay. Voilà, so you come to this dashboard. So that's the dashboard, the Cisco Business dashboard, where actually I have two access points. I have two networks, two radios, the LAN, the internet, active clients, and then I can see the rogue APs as well. And I have here the top VLANs, guests, and so on. So it's pretty neat. It's pretty easy to see. I can see the different access points with the master AP and here the extender and the different channels that are being used. I have a view of the different clients. Okay, so there's only one client, so it's not mesh extender. Okay, this is a mesh extender. that I have installed, and it's pretty easy. So that's a network summary. Yeah? In terms of application, I have here all the different applications that are coming in. I can see the different other rogue access points eventually unclassified, and I can actually block those access points, the different clients. And then we have a view of the performance in the different radios, the 2.4 radio and the 5 gigahertz radio, interference with the different other APs. I have also here a view of the joint failure status, the client performance as well, and the client connection. Okay, so voila. So it's pretty neat and pretty easy. So here, very easy to create a VLAN. So if you click add a new VLAN, it gives you the type of the profile name, the SSID, radio policies. You can broadcast. So it's really a few clicks, and then you set to voila. And then you have extra security, guest network, captive network assistant. So you have some very small tool to create a small VLAN and firewall as well. You can do some traffic shaping, saying okay. Voila. So if you have for video, I can actually do some traffic shaping on video depending on the hour, because for example during business hours I will give video, I will limit video so I can actually on this specific VLAN for the kids, for example, so it's does not consume too much bandwidth, and then after the business hours, the kids can have more bandwidth for the video, for example. You can, I mean, it really depends on how you want to operate. But you can also schedule the VLANs, for example, saying, okay, I want this guest Wi-Fi or the guest for the kids VLAN only operating for one specific hour, for example. Yeah, it's really up to you. Okay, so in terms of management, here you'll see you have this admin accounts that you can create. So add a new user, and then yeah, you can give read write and so on. Time, software updates. And then this software update is included in the 1 year. It's actually included in the lifetime of the product. Okay, and then advanced RF optimization. You see, you quite have just that's not a Cisco Business dashboard. That's just a UE, and you see that it's quite complete. You can do quite a lot of things, and it's pretty easy to do. Okay. In the wireless settings, you can also, I'm not going deeper on that, is that you also have the connection with the radio servers and so on. So that's about, in a nutshell, how Cisco Business Wireless works. And I think I don't see if, do you have any question before? And yep. Do you have any questions so far? Nope. In this case, let me start the Kahoot. And hopefully we have a winner today. Login. Okay. Actually, I'm going to stop the recording because the people from the record does not need to know the answer on that. If I try to find, oh, I don't see the recording button. Okay, whatever. Okay, so for the Kahoot, we'll need to ask you, all of you, to go to this website, kahoot.it. Okay. Try to remove the sound here. Yeah. If you, I ask you to either to download the app, Kahoot app, either go for the Kahoot.it. And what's left to grab is a nice Cisco 730 headset. So we have a nice a winner today. So how many are we? Participants. We are 11, counting me. So yeah, let's see if I can. We can have 10 participants, and then we can start. Okay. Yeah, well, you can start now. Yeah, indeed, I could start, but let's be fair. So we are 9. Someone left. Xavier, interested to play? Pierre? Kurt? No? Okay. Do you have any problems? If you have any problems downloading the app, Pascal. Okay. We have two people missing. Not sure if Kurt wants to play or Xavier. No. Not hearing anything in the chat. For the, we will start. I hope you don't mind. Okay, so Cisco Business, voila. So are you guys ready? So it's all about being fast and correct. Okay, what is the best UI address? What is the web UI address interface? It was on the demo. Indeed, Cisco Business.Cisco, very good. So we have already Yassine. Yeah, but Yassine, you're from Cisco, so not sure. Yeah, we'll yeah. Well, fine. We'll see after that. Okay, second question. Which comprehensive support is included in Cisco Business? Ah, yes. It's much more than this. Much more than limited lifetime warranty. You really have 1 year tax support in 10 different languages. You have software upgrades. You have self-help. You have hardware replacement in some case with the CBS 350s. So, yep. Pierre, very good. Nice. Question 3. What is the new brand name of the Cisco Small Business Product Portfolio? So here it's the full portfolio, huh? Not only the Cisco Business Wireless and switches. Okay, so one person paid attention to my first slides. Yeah, there was a little trick there. It's Cisco Design. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this I haven't spoke about it. That's a little bit, yeah, I haven't spoke much about it indeed. But for your guess, probably, yeah. So. Okay. Yeah, sorry for my mistake. I should have explained during the webinar. It's indeed 1 CBW 140. Oh, actually, it's a mistake. It's the blue. But yeah, actually, it's the starter kit. It has two mesh extenders, and yeah. Oops, I made a mistake there. Yeah, I'm so yeah. But yeah, Pierre, we were already leading in the packet. The last one, the three main characteristics of the Cisco business portfolio. Indeed, simple, flexible, and secure. Okay, so we have a winner. Thibaut, close, yeah. Yassine, and then Pierre. Okay, Pierre. What I can ask you to do is you send me your address, and I'm going to ship you the headset. Okay, congratulations. Okay. Okay, so hopefully you all found this insightful and interesting. And you'll get the slides and the recording. And hopefully you have a good view and understanding of the new range of Cisco Business Wireless and switches. If you have any questions, I can still answer one of those questions in the chat.
It was all clear, Louis. Thank you for the game. It was fun.
Okay, with great pleasure. Yeah. Okay, I see that Pierre is writing me something. Yeah. Okay, then. With that, I think I'm going to, if there are no other questions, I'm going to close the session, and I wish you all a very good day. Thank you very much. Okay.